possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up second down. Ball handed off. But a quick stop by the defense. Ain't just two, so it's 3rd and 8. Well, Kirk, no surprise. You get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope we get another one like that today.
And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
And that's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Ball carried by the runner. Tackle here at the 44-yard line.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Lacey. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. There's the handoff. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage and stop this run game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Aggies offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And he shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Right completion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Caught over the middle. It's Barber. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And the Aggies will line up to punt it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And now the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Grab near the sticks. It's Taylor. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And the running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Got him, he's sacked.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab. It's Lacey. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And now here comes the point after attempt. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
14, Texas A&M, 0.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. To throw, it's Reed. Looks to the left, pass caught. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
He'll try a pass here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Bringing it back, it's Anderson. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Well, Coach, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for 4th down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, that one's picked off. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And now they'll try the running play off left tackle. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice game, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M uniform.
High completion makes it second and medium. Caught on the outside. It's Allen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. That gain sets up a third down play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to pass. It's Reed. And the receiver wide open for an easy catch. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. And the Aggies looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he scores. Touchdown, Texas A&M. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. They bring him down after a short gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Finds the receiver wide open. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Makes the catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many?
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field after the review. The play will stand. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Back to throw again. He's got it near the end zone. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the...
He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. So the offense clicking now, Kurt, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
21, Texas A&M, 7.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. 2nd down play coming up. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Barber. Finding some room at the 25. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, on the completion. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Now the freshman threw it behind the receiver. Off the mark. 2nd down and goal. And he drops back in the gun. Running out of time in the pocket. And the sophomore's got him for a sack. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
This defense is playing inspired football with their backs near their own goal line. An incompletion, now a sack. What would the offensive coordinator come up with here on third down?
Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. Moving out of the pocket. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks.
Man, that is how you prevent an offense from punching it in when they get inside the 10-yard line. That is back-to-back sacks for this defense near the goal line.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. The distance will be from 38 yards out. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry game half.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Handoff running right. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Dropping back. It's Reed. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And this one is right through. There's a flag down. If it's on the defense, wouldn't be enough for first-down yardage. You figure they'll take the 3 points. The kicker's got to be protected in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Receiver in motion now. They're going to run it here. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's a shotgun run call. And he will be stuffed for no gain. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And he knocks that one right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. And they'll kick it away here. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. They'll test the right side here. Breaking free at midfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry up. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back. It's Reed. Lets it go quickly. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Aggies. Strong game by this quarterback.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
Coach deciding to go for the two-point conversion to tie the score right here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he runs it into the end zone. And those 2 points will tie the football game. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. Comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? And they bring him down right at the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Boy, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments with...
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Crosses the 10. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
Off the big play, they are pounding on the door here. First and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Caught behind the line. It's Allen. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Big guys up front line up. It's first down. Heading left after the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound.
On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's the free safety who's sneaking up in there and comes up with a nice sack in the backfield.
The Aggies will line up to boot it away. That's his 4th punt already today. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. So here first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
By the running back. Picks up 1. Second down coming up.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete, but yeah, here comes a penalty marker now. That should be a drive-extending first down.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. First down. They're going to throw the football. Nice grab. It's Williams. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Get set, get set.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
LSU has moved into the red zone. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Positive yards yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before time runs out. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Try and muscle for the first down. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Hold it. Offense.
Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Anderson. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. On 4th down, a short toss to the running back. Steps out of bounds after a solid game, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the 4th down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love that you show confidence in them. And you're rewarded with a 1st down.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. And they'll make an adjustment for this important play. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. 3rd and goal, looking to throw the ball. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And it's celebration time on the sideline there as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
How about that? Clutch kick here for the kicker. Gives them the lead. But remember, there's still time up on the clock. This game is not over just yet.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Set to kick this one away.
Returner choosing to field this one. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. So here we go. It could come down to this possession, Kirk. Sets up as a potential classic finish.
Well, Chris, after everything that's gone on in this field in a rivalry game, if you're a quarterback,
Football comes out. The offense able to retain possession. Very lucky to still have a chance to win this. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. Back to throw. It's Reed. And the game just good enough for a first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback spikes the ball to stop the clock.
Is incomplete. It's second down.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Second down, we're going to throw it. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. The offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. And the Aggies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. They've still got time to go for the win, but they've got to go quickly here. Now they'll just clock it to freeze the time. So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. And a timeout taken by the defense here with 19 seconds to play. This to deadlock the game here in the final minute. No problem, knocks it right through. And that will tie it. Looks like we're headed for overtime.
the snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
LSU offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout, and he pulls in the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
So here we go. The offense has 1st and goal here in overtime. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown Tigers. They strike first in OT.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in 1 game? What a day.
And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Scanning the field. It's Reed. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
Ready.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack.
Get sacked. Get sacked. Go.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
He's moving out of the pocket. Finding space at the 20. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him. Take him out of his...
And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. In these overtime games, Kurt, it just comes down to execution in the moment. You can make one more big play. They did it. They come up with a signature W.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I think this likely will end up being one of the best games, not only for them, but maybe in all of college football for the season. To me, it felt like an instant classic and one that fans should remember for a long time.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.